The special session of the Oregon Legislature is now history. I'm Dave Adams. We talked to Sun River Representative Gene Whisnant about his take on the session.
Disappointed. I don't think we really addressed jobs and the economy the way we should have in this session. We planned to adjourn and got in the middle of a disagreement, a dispute between Democrat House members and Democrat Senate members over the bill to refer annual sessions to the people. There was a difference in 30 days. The House was asking for 30 more days than the Senate had proposed, so there was negotiations, and the bill finally was agreed to, which will refer to the voters a proposal for annual sessions with 160 calendar days, not to exceed, in the odd-numbered years, and 35 days in the even-numbered years. So that was the last big issue that to sine die. We also passed budget bills that continued to increase our spending by $30 million and expanded the state's payroll by another 200 positions. A little concerned about that, especially after we really concerned about whether we will have the $738 million that was projected to come in from 66 and 67. We did do a bill to try to put some controls on the business energy tax credit, the Betsy bill. Not sure how that's going to work out. But again, this was supposed to be an example of how we could work together in a short session to really focus on priorities, time-critical, time-sensitive bills, and we got involved in a lot of legislative bills that we should not have been looking at during this session.
Okay, you say the state spending was increased by another $30 million in new expenses, and then you've hired 200 new people. What are these people going to be doing?
Well, there are different departments, Human Services and other, I think Department of Revenue even had 15 new positions. We kept bringing these up on the floor that we were passing these bills and creating jobs, but state jobs, not private sector jobs. That was, I guess, the biggest disappointment. Also, I was actually being interviewed, and then he asked me what I thought was the most important thing to come out of the legislative session, and I told him it was the bill that was a bipartisan bill that passed out of the House 60-0 to stop the revolving door for legislators entering state jobs right after the session. There was a lot of criticism about some members who made votes and all of a sudden had great state jobs. There was House Bill 3638 to stop the revolving door for legislators. 60-0, negotiated bill. The Republicans actually submitted the bill, and I was a sponsor of that bill. The Democrats in the House came on board, and it went to the Senate and died in the Senate. Could not believe it. I did, taxpayers were paying me to be here. I did support all of the Republican caucus bills, which we thought could create jobs. None of those really saw any movement. I supported and voted for the business energy tax credit program, which reworked that and saved some money. For District 53 in Central Oregon, I supported and carried on the floor bill which actually is a reform on the resort bills. Destination resorts.
Let's talk about the Betsy bill, the business energy tax credit. Efforts were made to reform that. What was done? We
reduced the amount of money that had been committed to that. We also encouraged more small projects than large projects. Still got a lot more commitment. What was it? Over $1.6 billion committed out there in certifications. Representative Stiegler and I and Representative Huffman and Representative David Edwards, the Democrat member of the House, sent a letter how they had taken away the certifications for Idatech, and also a fuel cell company in Hillsboro, Representative Edwards' district, and we just wrote the governor asking that he reconsider taking away the certifications that they had been given.
Now, Gene, you and Senator Chris Telfer will be holding some town hall meetings to explain what happened in Salem. When are those meetings going to be, and the time and location?
Next Tuesday, 4:30 to 6 p.m., Lapine Library. Senator Telfer and I will come out and talk to the people, tell them what our opinion of the session, and answer questions from them, listen to them about their questions on the February session. Wednesday, March the 3rd, Redmond, 4:30 to 6 at the Redmond Fire Station. And March the 4th, Thursday, Sisters will be at the Sisters Camp Sherman Fire Station in downtown Sisters.
Sun River Representative Gene Whisnant and the recently completed session of the Oregon Legislature. I'm Dave Adams. Take 5 is a production of 1110 KBND Radio News. Depend on us.